What's going on, YouTubers? Prime 1 event is about to start. Let's get to this. I'm just going to fix the camera. Hold on one second. Who is ready for this? That's good enough. Let's get some people in here. 3 people. Let's do this. 7 minutes. I'm super stoked for this event. Let me know if you guys can see the screen and hear everything good. Just a sec. Next level showcase. Boom. Need to back the camera up just a little bit. There we go. Yo, Steven Sturgis, what's up? What's up? I'm so excited for this event. Been waiting all day for this. I'm super hopeful that we get to see Last of Us and Uncharted today. Those are my 2 biggest ones, as well as give me Saruman, Gandalf, and Witch King, so I can finish my Lord of the Rings collection. Those are my 3 characters I need. Although I would love an Elden Ring, I won't lie. What's up, Jesus Ramos? I've never actually seen Saint Seiya, to be honest. I probably should. For me, anime collecting is just DBZ, so I'm pretty confident we're going to see some DBZ today. I bet you at least Frieza at a minimum. What is up, Michael? 2 years since Frieza tease, right? Goodness, 2 years. Let's see if it can top Tsume, though. I mean, Tsume is nearly perfect outside of the portrait, so Prime 1 will have to give us probably multiple portraits, multiple poses, and a sick-looking base if they want to top it. They want to be like the ultimate Frieza. KD's is great, but obviously the color's off. And this is Prime 1 Predator 1/3 skill. I'm still debating whether I should get this piece just because I have my Cinema Cat. I mean, it's $3,500. Yeah, it comes with multiple portraits, but Cinema Cat's so perfect for me anyways. I think I do have to at least get it in person though and compare. I just don't know how to display both. I wonder if we'll get this today. Predator 2. I have no desire, honestly, to own a Predator 2. The only Predator I would love is if they did a Berserker 1/3. They did Berserker 1/3, that would get me to sell XM Predator. That's the one thing that would get me to sell it. If you're watching the video, please hit that like button. It helps promote the video. We can get more views, help grow the channel. I may not have the fancy editing like other YouTubers, so I just give you guys it raw. You know, that's how I feel like I would want to receive it. These dark metal pieces are cool, but I have zero desire to own a single one. I hope we don't just see Batman and DC today. I want to see much more genres. Please, no more Batman. We don't need a 300th Batman variation from Prime 1. You can guarantee we're going to get at least, mark my words, 10 DC-related statues today. Minimum 10. Probably some Transformers, maybe some Jurassic Park, Predator, Alien, some video game statues, hopefully some new licenses. Look at this. What is this again? Is this a... I'm hoping the focus is honestly video game stuff, because I love video game statues. They are so freaking cool. Yeah, this is the Guts vs. Zod. I did like this anime, but I don't ever honestly remember even seeing this fight. Maybe it's just in the manga, or I don't know. I am not too familiar with Berserk. I watched whatever was on Netflix. It was cool. Weekend is going all right. I just did gym. I've been playing PlayStation emulator on my phone. I'm playing Suikoden. I'm a huge fan of Suikoden 1 and 2. They're like some of my favorite games growing up. All right, 15 seconds. Let's do this. I'm curious if it's going to be the same host. I don't remember that guy's name, the one dude. He's hosted the last several, so I'm sure it's going to be him again. Let's go. By the way, these events are so much better than every other company's out there. Theirs are not nearly as hype as this. Anime, manga, video games, Transformers, DC. Yep, I called it. Every one of them. Every freaking one of them. Oh, I bet we'll see that two Jurassic T-Rexes from Jurassic 2. Let's see what we got.
Welcome everyone to Prime 1 Studios Next Level Showcase 4. You're in for a very special showcase. Today's show will continue to have the amazing breadth and scope of the previous shows, as well as maintain the high expectations that you, our loyal fans, have always held for Prime 1 Studio products. However, while the last 3 showcases have featured a categorized sequential approach. This showcase will mix it up quite a bit. We'll be presenting reveals, reviews, and clips in a thrilling, random order to keep all of you viewers on your toes, to instill a sense of
Elden Ring would be nice.
and to imbue it with an air of whimsy. Without further delay, here is Prime One Studios Next Level Showcase 4.
Are we getting a Matrix possibly? That green could have been Matrix. They always showcase something huge at the beginning, so let's see what this is. God of War. Wonder if they're going to go back and do the original Kratos. I would love a God of War 3 Kratos. I would definitely buy that. Oh boy. Come on, please, God of War 3. Or are we doing Justice League again? We already have Darkseid. I wonder what they're going to do now. Are they going to do like a Mera? This is the little... Yeah. I don't know who's in the market for this, by the way. As cool as it is, who would buy this? It would be a Space Hog and not scale with anything. It looks 1/20th scale. I don't like mixing scales. Like 1/20th and the next all 1/3. Big no-no. The Bat Tank. All right. Come on, show something new, Prime One.
All throughout the
That's such a sick statue.
The name Darkseid inspires both awe and terror. He is the immortal lord and ruler of the hellish world Apocalypse. Darkseid is as imposing as he is dangerous. Nowhere is this more evident than in Zack Snyder's magnum opus 2021's Justice League. In direct conflict with the illustrious DC pantheon, Darkseid stands defiantly over 41 inches on his scorched earth base. Darkseid is about to show the Earth the folly of their resistance to his rule. Prime One Studio has worked hard to present Darkseid at his most terrifying best, as Darkseid is one of the most powerful beings in the whole DC multiverse. Our experienced sculptures attempted to capture that ominous new god energy through his posture, attitude, and stance. Prime One Studio's skillful artists studied frame after frame of the Snyder Cut film to render this Darkseid statue with the proper and vulnerable texturing of his skin, the layered intricacies of his armor that features his Omega symbol, and the menacing proportions of his size. The studio's talented painters made sure to give this Darkseid statue lifelike depth by applying layer upon layer of the most accurate base coat, dry brushing, dark wash, and multiple finishes to complete his intimidating presence. His indestructible armor has been painted in a dark metallic hue to reflect the darkness that envelops all who lay eyes upon him. As if he weren't intimidating enough, Prime One Studios' electronics wizards gave Darkseid's multiple swappable heads LED illuminated eyes. As you can see, this adds even more peril to his fright.
That looks so freaking good. That'll probably be the best
Darkseid will
one-third
come
DC
equipped with
statue
a right
on
hand holding his
in the
war
Justice
staff,
League line.
for use not only in commanding his armies, but also for cracking the very earth beneath him. He will be offered with multiple swappable arms as well, for different poses and attitudes, depending on your choice of storytelling moments. Completing this masterwork is a base befitting of his godly stature. Prime One Studio has recreated the ground that cracked and crumbled at his feet upon his arrival. It features molten earth and realistic rock texturing surrounding it. Last but not least, adorning his pedestal is a fitting centerpiece, his Omega symbol, that once more signifies that Darkseid is, and always will be, the end.
This is set to ship the end of the year.
One of the most...
Yeah, look how tiny that Batman is. Oh my goodness.
Is another one of Batman's iconic vehicles. A unique character of its own and looking like a giant armored bat. This vehicle made its live-action film debut.
That's like
in the
1/30th
form
scale.
of the tactical Leviathan, the Bat Tank. With clear shape language taken straight from Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, this version of the Bat Tank presents an intimidating form factor. It's no coincidence that Zack Snyder's take on the Dark Knight detective borrows heavily from the seminal graphic novel. In Justice League, however, the Bat Tank is much, much larger than the Shredded Terror is inspired by. With Batman and a couple of mutant gang members for scale, you can see how massive this thing is supposed to be. Prime One Studios' Bat Tank is quite the sight to behold. This statue features LED illumination to highlight its various intricate details. The sculpting team studied the film and reference model as much as physically possible to be able to replicate it in stunning 3D. And the painting team went through many different iterations to come up with the perfect black.
I'll bet you this costs at least $1,800 to $2,500.
Inspired behemoth look as real as possible. The Bat Tank looks pulled right out of the film in a sequence that was one of the last-minute additions to the Snyder Cut to make it as amazing as it became. And because Zack really wanted the Bat Tank in the film, we get to benefit from that decision. Featuring Batman standing atop his massive mechanical monster, the Bat Tank sits on a patch of film-inspired rubble-strewn road.
We don't know yet.
Outside sits captured mutant gang troublemakers, who are sure to be...
Pre-order could be weeks to months to years away. They don't really say.
One thing is for sure, no Batcave will be complete without this unbelievable Bat Tank statue.
All right, let's show something new now. Those were not new statues, folks. Those are, you know, Darkseid's been up for pre-order for over 8 months. He set the ship end of the year. What is that? Is that supposed to be a signal? Let's see. I believe this is anime. Yep. That hand reminds me of Naruto. I'll have to check this anime out. Itadori, Yuji, and Sakuna. I am looking for a new anime to watch.
使いのみを指針に生きる相入れない信念を持ちながら一つの体を分け合う2人。その魂を克明に刻んだスタチューがついに完成しました。第1期の再放送も盛り上がるテレビアニメ「呪術廻戦」より虎杖裕二と両面宿儺が登場です。両面宿儺の猛毒に耐えられる1000年生まれなかった逸材虎杖裕二。天真爛漫な性格と卓越した身体能力を持つ彼を立体化するにあたり、私たちプライムワンスタジオが選んだのは静かな立ち姿です。無駄な力が抜けた自然体が銅に転じる瞬間を感じられるよう、微細な調整を繰り返しながらポージングを確立しました。担任の五条悟が用意した特注の制服もこだわりの仕上がり。ボリューム感のある赤いフードからクロップド丈のパンツ、東京都立呪術高等専門学校の校章を刻んだボタンまで徹底的にディティールと質感を追求しています。制服の各部に施した数々のシワは彼特有のしなやかな体つきを強調するためのもの。常人離れしたアクションの理由がここに表現されています。また本スタチューには宿儺が左手に権限した腕パーツをはじめ、クリアパーツの形定剣エフェクトや表情の異なる頭部パーツなど豊富な差し替えパーツが付属。間違った死を阻止するために戦い続ける虎杖のさまざまなシーンを演出することができます。呪術全盛の時代に幾多の呪術師をこふり、死後もなお現世を脅かす呪いの王、最強最悪の呪霊両面宿儺は聖徳領域の玉座に座る姿を捉えました。深く腰をかけ、肘掛けにもたれ、無造作に足を組む天上天下唯我独尊を体現する宿儺の象徴的なポーズです。こちらも虎杖同様にミリ単位の修正を重ね、最も不遜な態度を作り出しています。4本の腕も収まりそうなゆったりとした袖の着物、鱗を思わせる柄の帯、単色の襟巻きと足袋、かかと止め付きの草履。その尊大さとは裏腹にミニマルに徹した宿儺のコスチューム。情報量が少ないだけに高精細な彩色、造形を施しました。各部により異なる素材の質感、体の動きに連動する着物のシワ、微細なコントラストも見逃すことなく表現しています。邪悪な笑いを浮かべる頭部や表情の異なる腕パーツなど、各種差し替えパーツももちろん付属。あなたが思う宿儺の姿をお楽しみください。そして専用ベースも一切の妥協はありません。獣の頭骨が重なりました。足元に広がる真紅の池、彼の領域展開である福間水氏をイメージしたものです。虎杖を設置できる背面には呪術高専の交渉も、スタチューの魅力を倍増させディスプレイを盛り上げます。太古から続く戦いの中で開口を果たした少年と呪いの王、2人が持つ純度の高い信念を高い技術で立体化したスタチューです。呪術廻戦ファン、そしてキャラクターコンテンツを愛する方へ、虎杖裕二と両面宿儺、その魂の形をお送りします。製品の最新情報はプライムワンスタジオ公式サイトと SNS で随時発信中です。
Alright, let's get to something else, folks. That was a cool looking statue, but ooh, are we getting more Godzilla vs. Kong? Or are they just gonna show it? Probably just gonna show it is my guess. I doubt they're adding anything. I'd love to see Mecha next to the diorama to make sure they scale appropriately. I think they do though. The ultimate statue. Mecha. I really hope they show it next to the diorama. That'd be sick. gigantic museum mastermind. That's such a sick looking light up. I actually have a plug right where I'm going to display the statue, so I can easily get it plugged in if it's a AC adapter. Look at that sizing. The gigantic. Oh snap, look at that, a giant Godzilla. Oh boy. A giant one, 81 centimeters. I wish they'd do inches. That's crazy big. Oh boy, look at that. Beast. This is surprising. Dude, that thing is huge.
時代を超越した存在として多くの人々を魅了し続けています。私たちプライムワンスタジオでは映画ゴジラ vs コングに登場する姿を立
That
体
thing's
化
probably gonna be $4,000.
2021年に発表した胸像もコレクターから喝采を持って迎えられました。そしてこれからご紹介する製品で表現したのはゴジラの巨体そのもの。比類なき恐怖、威厳、気高さを圧倒的なサイズに封じ
Truly
込めた全
giant
身像です。
size.
ゴジラビッグスケール、どうぞご覧ください。数々のスタチューを手掛けるプライムワンスタジオですが、全ラインナップ中でも指折りの巨大サイズです。前傾姿勢をとり、雄たけびを上げるゴジラ。
That is super cool. If all you wanted is Godzilla, this is the one to get. But you don't care for the diorama.
また、スケールに比例して情報量も豊富です。堅牢な表記は部位ごとにパターンを変更。頭部、首、胴、手足、尻尾のそれぞれに緻密なディティールと感触ながら味わい深いグラデーション
Oh, this thing will be $4,000 plus probably 800 shipping.
妥協のない表現が生々しく濡れた粘膜としたむき出しの野生を宿す獰猛な牙
Yeah, just like the bust, it has the dots in the mouth, so it is how it's supposed to
生
be.
命の脈動を感じていただけるはずです。さらにディスプレイを盛り上げるのが巨体に搭載した LED
I love the LEDs in the fins on my bus. It's really cool in
雲が
person.
青白い光を帯びゴジラ最大の武器放射熱線が放たれる瞬間を臨場感たっぷりに再現することができます。また劇中のワンシーンを思わせるベースもこだわりの出来栄えです。乗り捨てられた車や飛散する瓦礫の精密な造形と不穏な空気を感じさせるモノトーンの塗装、かつて街と呼ばれていた場所、あるいは破壊という行為そのものが横たわっています。エイペックス社ならずとも皮膚の念を抱かずにいられないでしょう。圧巻のビッグスケールで登場した破壊神ゴジラ。モンスターバース最強の一角を
This is a very cool reveal. I like that Godzilla. Very, very cool. Massive, how it should be.
本製品の続報はプライムワンスタジオの公式サイトと SNS をチェック。予約開始時期やイベント展示など最新情報を随時配信します。
Thing is crazy big. Oh my gosh.
The Japanese kanji for tokusatsu literally means special and effects. Tokusatsu is a Japanese genre of film that relies heavily on said special effects that began in the 1950s and have indeed blossomed into a global sensation with far-reaching impact.
Let's wait and see. Wonder if that's it for Godzilla. Seems like it is. That was just it. I wonder if they'll do a gigantic Kong as well. Imagine a King Ghidorah that big. That thing would be like 6 feet wide. And what is this? Ultraman. I am not familiar with Ultraman at all. Never seen it. And honestly, that looks kind of lame. I don't care for that look. Ultraman. I love the Power Rangers, the movie, the most recent one. That one was so good. Never watched the cartoon though.
彼がこの星に現れたのは今から半世紀以上前のこと。人間を愛し怪獣に立ち向かう銀色に輝く勇士は今のを色あせること
If you
はありま
notice
せん。
behind the Pacific Rim statue, Gypsy Danger, I think that might be a
現代的な
kaiju
解
right
釈と
there.
ともに再び彼はやってきます。
Possibly.
地球人からの敬意とスタチューメーカーとしての教授を込めプライムワンスタジオは新たな姿を立体化しました。新ウルトラマン、どうぞ心ゆくまでご覧ください。成田徹氏の目指した本来の姿を描く企画・脚本担当の庵野秀明氏が目指した新ウルトラマンの姿形は初代ウルトラマンのデザイナー成田氏の理想を形にしたもの。その美しさを際立たせるために選んだポージングが5と10を同時に感じさせるしなやかな立ち姿です。カラータイマーのない胸部、細身ながらバックについた筋肉、滑らかな曲線が浮かび上がる背中。ウルトラマン史上最高クラスのミニマルデザインを全方位からお楽しみいただけます。わずかに口角を上げた穏やかな微笑みは京都広隆寺の弥勒菩薩をモチーフにしたという欠かすことのできないアイコンの一つです。シンプルな造形なだけに重要なのはバランス。劇中の表情を獲得するためにコンマ1ミリの調整を繰り返しました。また繊細な色合いの両面には LED による発光ギミックを搭載。光の巨人にさらなる神秘性を与える幻想の輝きをご堪能ください。そしてウルトラマンの物語においてもう一人の主人公といえる存在が怪獣。本スタチューでは独特のアレンジが話題を呼ぶガボラの打ち倒された姿を特製のベースにレイアウトしました。切り飛ばされたヒレ、断末魔を上げたままの口、硬直したドリル状の尻尾、猛威を振るった巨体が動くことはもうないのでしょう。勝者と敗者、互いの称える性質が壮絶な戦いを無言のうちに伝えています。またベース正面にはリファインされたベータカプセルや作品タイトルを刻んだプレートが作品世界への没入感を高める仕上がりです。原初にして最新の姿で最短した光の巨人。プライムワンスタジオが誇る造形、塗装技術の粋を集め、いつまでも光を忘れないあなたへお送りします。
Alrighty, let's get to something good. Come on, Dragon Ball Z Frieza! Oh boy. DC. I wonder if they would do another Harley Quinn but the other outfit that everyone wanted. Oh wait, this is the Green Lantern, is it? DC. What is this? I think it's comic-based Green Lantern. Has to be. Although, that's a yellow costume, not even green. What the heck? Tri-Eye? Never heard of that character. That's crazy looking face. Super cool looking. 3 eyes, horns, a face that looks like it closes. Alright, there's Sinestro. Yeah, that's cool. That's the best looking Sinestro statue I've ever seen. Destroys Sideshow's old one. I'm curious what scale these are. I'm guessing 1/4. And we have a no Green Lantern. They already made the 1/4 Green Lantern, so maybe it's 1/3. And there's a little chipmunk. Museum Master Line. I think it's 1/3 scale. At least we now have a 1/3 Green Lantern. And a Sinestro. That's cool. Comic based, but very cool looking. Yeah, those are definitely 1/3.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worships evil might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. The next 3 characters have definitely sworn to the oath you just heard me recite. The first is the greatest, most famous Green Lantern of them all, Hal Jordan. Prime One Studio brings to you a breathtaking verdant masterpiece of art.
That metallic
and
paint looks
form.
great.
Hal Jordan flies through an asteroid field. His green power ring, energy swirling around him, partnered up with the Green Lantern of Sector 1014, Green Lantern badge. As the duly appointed Green Lantern of Sector 2814, Earthman Hal Jordan is cocky and just a bit arrogant, but with all the skills, courage, and willpower to back up all that bravado. And that's what you need to weld a Green Lantern power ring, an indomitable force of will. And Hal has loads of it. Prime One Studios craftspeople have done quite a fine job with this bright and shiny.
This is an easy pre-order for anyone who collects DC comics. Absolute easy pre-order.
Bright greens. This statue is an eye-popping spectacle. The interwoven sculptural aspects of Green Lantern's pose and power ring energy complement each other in a breathtaking space ballet that is a feast to the eyes. As Hal Jordan is imbued with Green Lantern energy, so imbued is this statue with LED illumination. Prime One Studio engineers have equipped this 1:3 scale masterpiece with LED functionality in GL's powering, chest icon, power battery, and bass effects. Perfect in a dimly lit fan cave. Now the second lantern I'd like to reveal to you also swore to the Green Lantern oath once, but he did not stick to it. In fact, he created his own. In blackest day, in brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power, Sinestro's might. Hal Jordan's old mentor, Sinestro, was also known as the greatest Green Lantern at one point in time, until he grew wary of his perceived weaknesses of his old masters, the Guardians of the Universe. He struck out on his own and against the Green Lantern Corps, harnessed the power of fear, and created the Sinestro Corps. Flying through an asteroid field, Sinestro calls his vast reserves of power in a display of fearsome might. Every bit as resplendent as his green counterpart, Sinestro looks amazing in his black and gold uniform, surrounded by a fiery golden yellow energy. The more fear Sinestro can elicit, the stronger his power grows. And it looks like he's scaring the bejesus out of someone. And by Sinestro's side is one of the Sinestro Corps' more fear-inducing members, Tri-Eye. Tri-Eye has been known to inhabit the bottom of wells or springs. And when an unsuspecting passerby tries to take a drink, Tri-Eye attacks, and his three mouths rend flesh and bones so that no trace of the victim remains. Display these amazing lantern statues head-to-head by pre-ordering them as soon as they are ready. Stay tuned to the official website and sign up to get email notifications from Prime One Studio.
Alrighty, what is next? What is next? Let's see. Okay, looks like Witcher. They're still making more Witcher. Fortunately for me, I'm done collecting Witcher. I got my 4 statues I wanted, so I'm golden. I'm not doing 1/3. What is this? Some giant creature? What the heck is this? Is this Demon Souls? Oh snap. You know, I loved Demon Souls. That was the first game I played on PlayStation 5. I don't get the little guy. Is that supposed to be like a boss, or what is that? I did enjoy Demon Souls, although I don't know if I'd buy a statue. I'd rather get Elden Ring, to be honest. as I said it. I'm gonna have to get Elden Ring. Come on, please be 1/4. Collectibles currently in development. If it's 1/4 scale, it's already mine. I played that game for like 140 hours, folks. I freaking loved it. One of the best games I've played in a long time. One of the best games. It's a shame they didn't show anything, but at least we know that it's coming. And this is Transformer comic-based. Or cartoon-based, I guess. Never watched the cartoon. What is this, Beast Wars? I believe the next movie is supposed to be Beast Wars, like the live-action movie. No idea what this is. Pretty cool looking, but no idea what this is. Like, which is this, an Autobot, a Decepticon? Who is this character? It's like a dragon transformer. Megatron. That is a sick looking Megatron. Imagine if we got that in the movies. That'd be really cool. That's pretty crazy. Transmetal 2?
The incredibly ruthless and strategic leader of both the Predacons and the Darksiders, Megatron proves time and again that he is an indomitable nemesis. After absorbing the spark of the original Megatron, this Megatron, already possessed of a transmetal body, was thrown into a lava pit, where he acquired a larger, stronger dragon form. This form. Prime 1 Studio does it again. Let them play in the Transformers universe, and the studio consistently shows off their excellence and skill. I can only imagine how satisfying it is. A group of talented sculptors and painters whose strengths lie in realistic depictions of machinery and rendering a variety of materials. To be able to work on a character like a Transformers. What a thrilling playground. Megatron's dragon form is the perfect example of this. More formidable and powerful than his previous form, Megatron's new body can breathe fire and ice. Here, we see him burst forth from a scorching lava pit, fully prepared to deal maximum damage. Prime 1 Studios artists have really outdone themselves with every panel, gear, and joint they have sculpted into Megatron. I find it very gratifying as I look over the statue to be rewarded with such minute accuracy and intricate detail. From his devilish sneer and head-mounted prehensile tail to his well-armored, talent-equipped feet, Megatron is a thing of brutal beauty. Prime 1 Studios painters have given Megatron a well-worn, battle-damaged look over his metallic rendering and realistic weathering. This Megatron Transmetals 2 will feature a strategic LED illumination to bring Megatron's character to life. Megatron displays his full breadth and width on top of this molten rock scene, with intense lava splashing with fiery intensity. And alas, poor Tarantulas, a victim of his own undoing, by crossing swords with an obviously overpowered Megatron. Stay tuned to the official website and sign up to get email notifications from Prime 1 Studio.
All right, my guess on the next one is Lord of the Rings.
Die-hard Prime 1
After
Studio
this.
fans are well aware that their very first statue license was Transformers. In fact, The first statue Prime 1 Studio ever produced was Megatron
I still own
from
it.
the second Transformers film, Revenge of the
One
Fall.
statue of the year. Awesome statue.
And while Prime 1 Studio has produced Megatron statues for every other Transformers film, they had yet to create one from the film that started it all, 2007's Transformers. That is until now.
Oh, new
Prime
Megatron.
1 Studio continues that hallowed tradition to this day with a very much beloved and highly sought after version of Megatron, whose time has come due. Timelier still, a new Transformers film is set to debut in 2023's direct sequel to 2018's Transformers Bumblebee. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Buckle up and witness the latest jaw-dropping addition to the Transformers statue line.
Let's see this. Megatron from the first movie. The last one hasn't even released yet, the Dark Side of the Moon version, which I really like too. I'm curious if they can top it. 'Cause that one was fantastic. I'm such a fan of these movies, by the way. I know a lot of people don't like these movies. I'm a huge fan. I get all giddy watching them every time. Freaking love them. Especially Dark of the Moon. That's one of my favorite movies. Second Prime. That's such a sick statue. I really want that Optimus. God, so good. I feel like I have to get it. Let's see what they're going to show us. The new Megatron, 10 years later. That's the Allspark. Yeah, sort of.
10 years ago, Prime 1 Studio exploded onto the high-end collectible statue scene, founded on the burning passion for the genre-bending Transformers franchise. Prime 1 Studio's inaugural character was none other than Megatron. Megatron, the ruthless and iron-fisted leader of the Decepticons, was in fact the first of them. Rising up from a lowly worker drone to become Cybertron's gladiatorial champion, he mentored a young Orion Pax, who, as Optimus Prime, would later use Megatron's teachings against the corrupted Decepticon leader. 10 years ago, the studio, fueled by a passionate dream, rocked the world of high-end statue collectibles to its core with their very first Megatron statue.
以前販売していたメガトロンはトランスフォーマーリベンジに登場します。左右非対称の腕と足にキャタピラがついているデザインが特徴的です。一作目で一度破壊されていることもあり、ダメージ表現も強めです。
This non-scale museum masterline statue shocked fans and collectors around the world.
It still is really a fantastic statue. I look at it daily.
Beheld polystone product of intricate detail and dizzying complexity. Not content with the staggering pantheon of Transformers statues they have already produced, Prime 1 Studio set the stage to reveal one of the most highly anticipated, frequently requested Transformers statues from the blockbuster film series. And now, Prime 1 Studio reveals its latest masterpiece from the franchise that started it all, The museum, Masterline Transformers, Megatron.
Let's see it. Let's see if it can top the other two. Yeah, he was like a jet in the first movie, so his design was much different. Ooh, is that a killed Jazz? See, that's like his arm that transformed into like the shotgun or weapon or whatever. That's cool they included a dead Jazz on the base. So he did rip him in half. I want to see a view of the entire statue. Let's get a good view of it.
今回
There
の
we
メガトロ
go.
ンは2007年の映画第1作目の登場シーンがモチーフとなっています。
I think I like Dark of the Moon better. Second one best.
前回のベース部分はプライム1オリジナルのシンプルなデザインでしたが、今回のベースは劇中でメガトロンが冷凍保存されていた地下基地をジオラマに見立てたデザインになっています。さらにメガトロンに破壊されたジャズが横たわっていて、情報量が大幅に増しています。
The best part about it is the jazz.
制作の過程としては、まず映画本編のキャプチャーを撮ったり、アートブックを調べたりして、メガトロンに関しての細かいキャラクター像や色構成を把握していきますね。ただし、映画では場面によって照明や画面の色合いでキャラクターの色味も異なるんです。例えば、1作目終盤の場面では、夕日のオレンジ色がボディに反射したりして、本来の色が分かりづらかったりします。さまざまな資料を読み解いて、メガトロン本来の色味を朝食します。どんな戦いをしてどんなダメージを負ったのかをイメージしながら、切り傷、オイル汚れ、錆、足元に跳ねた泥汚れなどで劇中の印象に近づけていく作業です。
Very cool, but I still think Dark of the Moon is the best Megatron statue.
Prime One Studio continues its successful partnership with the Transformers franchise. The embodiment of the statement, be the change you want to see. Prime One Studio discovered that if they wanted to see a Megatron statue of incredible quality and impeccable craftsmanship, they would have to build it themselves. And it is that level of commitment that is evident with today's artistic team.
Alright, let's see if I was right. Lord of the Rings is what I said. Am I right? Or are they doing more Transformers? More Transformers. Yeah, this is usually like a 3-hour show. Oh, what is this? Dark of the Moon? Sideswipe. Okay, yeah, I remember him. I remember that, like, standoff and everything with Sideswipe. Very cool. Dual guns. It's right when they had the little standoff, the Mexican standoff, they called it. That's quite cool. Definitely, I'm not buying, but very cool. Oh, is that one of the Decepticons? A crankcase? I was like, yeah, that was the Decepticon during the standoff. They had those, like, dreads. They're just making, like, busts of them. Premium busts. Yeah, that's cool. Those busts are cool. I like those.
2011年公開のトランスフォーマーダークサイドムーン。実写映画3部作のフィナーレを飾ったこの作品からついに あのオートボットがラインナップに加わりました。首都ワシントンをかける白銀のオープンカー。追撃をかわしつつトランスフォームし、両手の銃でディセプティコン2体を同時にロックオン。お分かりですね。そう、高速の戦士サイドスワイプです。シボレー、コルベット・スティングレイ。彼のダークサイドムーンにおけるビークルモードは、この伝説的なアメリカ社の DNA を受け継いだコンバーチブルのコンセプトカー。過去と未来が溶け合うデザインの美しさは、ロボットモードでもそこかしこに感じられます。未来の名車が変形するオートボット。その魅力を十分に伝えるため、数々のトランスフォーマーをスタチュー化してきたプライムワンスタジオの技術を結集しました。劇中の印象的なシーンで使われた銃、滑るような高速移動を可能にする両手両足のホイール、サイドスワイプたらしめる全ての特徴を膨大な情報量を込めた造形で再現しています。表情豊かな全身のシルバーもご覧いただきたい点の一つ、丹念な塗装表現から生まれる金属の経年変化に彼の長い戦歴を感じていただけるでしょう。さらにディスプレイの楽しさが倍増するギミックも搭載しました。胸部のテールランプは内蔵 LED により発光。デラックス版にはブレードを構えた両腕が差し替えパーツとして付属しています。自由に組み合わせてあなただけのベストシーンを演出してください。ハイエンドな造形、塗装、ギミックを備えたサイドスワイプ。でも何か足りない気がする。そう思われた皆さん、どうぞご安心ください。オートボッツあるところにディセプティコンあり。監視部隊ドレッツよりクローバーとクランクケースも登場です。ハイウェイのカーチェイスから流れるように激しい紫外線へ、劇中屈指のバトルを演じたサイドスワイプ。その敵役を務めたのがドレッツたちです。今回はそのメンバー2名をバストでご用意しました。鈍く光る金属のドレッドヘアを持つクローバー、下顎から伸びた大きな牙を見せるクランクケース。それぞれのアイコニックなパーツはもちろん、複雑な曲線の組み合わせを作り込み、怪しく光る4つの目を LED で再現することで獰猛な表情を生み出しています。また、頭部を支える制御ベースは両者共通。チームとしての統一感、またビークルモードが同じシボレー、サバーバンであることを表現しました。生命を感じさせるメカニカルなディティールを各所に施していますので、全方位からじっくりお楽しみいただけます。待望のプライムワンスタジオデビューを果たした映画ダークサイドムーンのサイドスワイプとドレッツ、オートボッツ派、ディセプティコン派、そして全てのトランスフォーマーファンへお送りします。プライムワンスタジオは公式サイトと SNS を随時更新中。本製品の詳細をはじめ最新情報をぜひチェックしてください。
Alrighty, folks, let's get to the next statue. And it looks like it's possibly more DC. So, you know, those Batman statue people are always going to be happy with this. The Batman collectors out there. What is this? Another Batman? I knew we'd get another Batman. Oh boy. What is this? Is this Dark Metal Batman? Joss Neezy? Hellbat. Pretty cool looking. Obviously not for me, but pretty cool looking. I just have no idea what this is even from. The source material, never seen it, read it, or anything. Oh boy, Lord of the Rings. Oh snap, please be Gandalf, Saruman, or Morgul Lord. This is what I've been waiting for, folks. Let's see what he looks like. I'm super stoked because I know it has like the Fell Beast with him. This is what I'm excited for. This is a must-have for me. I'm still waiting on mine from Big Bad Toy Store of this statue. But at least now I have space for it, folks. Lurds has shipped. Berserker's on PO. I have not yet ordered Nazgul. It's the only one I haven't ordered. Sauron's my favorite 1/4 scale statue ever made. I'm hoping the base is not too big on this guy. Let's see. Oh, I already love it. Look at that pose. That pose is sick. Oh, look at that Fell Beast detail. So good. That glossy look. The scales. Yeah, that looks killer. Look at that detail. Ooh. Mamma mia. Absolute. No, day one PO for me. Are they doing a fire sword too? I never got the exclusive on my sideshow with the fire sword. Or they're just gonna literally have it on fire. Light your sword on fire. Yeah, that's definitely super sick looking. Lots of... Oh, that's so cool. Coming soon. It looks like it's done, so it should be up for PO soon. But definitely day one PO for me.
No one knows of the fabled Numenorian sorcerer
Yeah, that's a big
King
base.
Blood before he was corrupted by a ring of power. But all know that he became the most powerful of Lord Sauron's ringwraiths, the Witch King of Angmar.
That looks at least 33 inches tall.
A majestic and spellbinding new statue in the form of Sauron's second in command. Here, we see the immortal Lord of the Nazgul at his most triumphant moments, having just alighted from his frightening Fell Beast, which now encompasses him. The Witch King ruled Angmar for almost 700 years after the last alliance of elves and men. A brilliant tactician and strategist, he grew in power and ferocity during that time. Once Sauron took form again in the Third Age, the High Nazgul mobilized his master and commanded his forces. Now, Prime 1 Studios' skillful sculptors and painters have portrayed him at his most fearsome. From his distinctive spiked helm to his armored pauldrons, all the way to his flowing black robes. This magnificent statue is a testament to the Witch King's intimidating majesty. The incredible weathering and atmospheric effects applied to his armor, cloak, and weapons are truly impressive. Possessed of his trusty broadsword and signature flail, the Witch King is at that moment where he is about to smite Rohan's King Theoden on the blood-soaked Pelennor fields. His pose is one of triumph and determination, though little does he know of what is in store for him in the very near future. The Witch King's base is an expert melding of form and function, as he stands on an environmental pedestal themed to the war-torn Pelennor fields, featuring a broken staff, a Rohirrim flag, and an elven arrow, rimmed by walls themed to the architecture of Barad-dûr.
That's so cool.
Enveloping the pedestal with its leathery wing, massive bulk, and serpentine neck is the Witch King's ferocious Fell Beast, as differential to his rider as it is protective. The detail on this winged creature is mesmerizing. You can practically see each scale, each tooth, each horrifying claw.
Fantastic
The
detail
work
on the mouth.
is exquisite.
Love that glossy look.
So, for all you Lord of the Rings
Yeah, that's
fans
going to
out
be a
there,
wide statue.
definitely stay tuned to all of the Prime 1 Studio social channels for the latest updates about the Witch King of Angmar.
Definitely, absolutely amazing. I think it's better than
Another
the
property that is
Nazgul.
near and dear to the heart of Prime 1 Studio is the Predator franchise. The Predator endures as one of film's most compelling characters. Malleable as a protagonist, antagonist, and everything in between. The Predator always promises to deliver non-stop action in thrilling set pieces. You will definitely need to make room in your display cases for even more Predator products to come.
Let's
from
see.
Prime 1 Studio.
Let's see if Prime 1 can make me sell my
Prime
XM
1 Studio
Predator.
exceeded your expectations with Jungle Hunter Predator. Now, let them exceed your expectations again with another hunter from a different type of jungle, a concrete jungle.
So this is going to be the P2 1/3. Let's see how good it looks. I still don't honestly need a P2 Predator. I want Berserker. That's my third favorite Predator.
プライムワンスタジオはミュージアムマスターライン3分の1スケールジャングルハンタープレデターを発表しました。すぐに世界中のプレデターファンから多くの反響をいただき、さらなる製品ディティールのアップデートを重ねています。我々プライムワンスタジオは世界中のプレデターファンが持つ熱い情熱や熱気に応えて、さらなるプレデター関連商品の製品化に取り組んでいきます。
3 years after the theatrical release of Predator in 1987, the greatly anticipated Predator 2 was shown in theaters. Directed by Stephen Hopkins, the film details the way of life and behaviors of the hunter predator. In highlighting the struggles of these extraterrestrial creatures, Predator 2 is not only a cult classic, but a massive step forward for the saga.
今回、ミュージアムマスターラインプレデターに新たに加わるラインナップは、3分の1スケールスタチュー。
Alrighty, let's see this. Look at that. Beastly, thick. He's a thick boy. He's holding. He has a severed skull on his back. A trophy. Skulls on the base are very cool. Very glossy looking, which is great, how it should be. Lots of weapon switch outs. Museum pose to match the Jungle Hunter, obviously. Ooh, look at that portrait. Oh, he has a sliced arm option? That's crazy. The bust. You know, if they sell just the 1/3 bust, I might consider buying just a bust of this. That's kind of crazy, his arm chopped off like that. That face looks awesome. Super glossy. Even the dreads are glossy.
La construcción del proyecto comenzó con el modelado del personaje en PCT y con una malla en low poly, lo que nos ayudó a establecer las proporciones correctas y para poder compararlo con el Jungle Hunter en detalle. Luego tratamos de ser lo más precisos posibles, con una búsqueda exhaustiva de referencias, consultando libros, explorando la web y revisando la película cuadro por cuadro, para encontrar el ángulo correcto y para estar seguros de que todo se vea exactamente igual a la película.
シティーハンター特有のギラついた活版の輝きや
It's a beast of a statue.
金属の重み、渋さを重視して塗装に取り組みました。3分の1というビッグスケールなので、
Yeah, that's a space
細部
hog.
にこだわりつつも汚しの表現などはダイナミックな印象を与えられるようにアプローチしています。頭部、胴体にある独特な体表模様を
Such a
徹底
big
的に
head.
調べて再現しました。航空内の表現の生々しさを体験するため、ぜひ実物の口の中を覗き込んでみてほしいです。
El diseño de la base y el suelo tienen distintos elementos, el piso y paredes de la nave espacial, con formas orgánicas distintas, muy al estilo depredador.
肩、胸、足、腰のアーマーなど、よく見ると素材感が異なるパーツが多種あるので、パーツごとに色の構成やウェザリング方法を変えるなどして、単調な印象にならないように工夫を凝らしています。シティーハンターといえば、バイオマスク装着時の印象が強いので、バイオマスクのディティールとメタリック表現には特にこだわりを持って取り組みました。
También hemos reproducido cada uno de los cráneos trofeo que pueden verse en la escena final y fuimos más allá, agregando más detalles y realismo a cada una de las calaveras, disfrutando mucho de esta parte del trabajo. Así como con los diseños de los pedestales para algunos de los cráneos, también tratamos de darles identidad y características relacionadas con la industria de depredador.
ビルの屋上から見下ろすシーン、精肉工場、ラストバトル。映画内で描かれた印象的なシーン再現を念頭に制作されています。
血だらけのスカルトロフィーは背中に背負うことが可能で、生々しい光沢にすることでまるで先ほどまで生きていたかのようなリアルさを醸し出しています。ガントレットは開閉が可能になっていて、表示モニターが点灯します。 LED が内側だけでなく閉めた時も光るのはプライムワンスタジオならではのギミックではないでしょうか。
En esta ocasión buscamos integrar esta estatua a la estatua del Jungle Hunter, considerando la escala, manteniendo la armonía entre las poses y el diseño general y las proporciones de las bases para que puedan exhibirse juntas, interactuar y complementarse al mismo tiempo.
This statue is truly an homage to the Predator. It's massive in size, but has all the intricate movie-accurate details that any Predator fan would appreciate. Both the City Hunter and Jungle Hunter deserve to go into the hands of our beloved, passionate collectors.
ミュージアムマスターライン3分の1スケールスタチューシティハンタープレデター。プレデターファンの皆様、必ず喜んでいただけるという自信を持ってプライムワンスタジオがお届けします。
Alrighty, let's see what's next. What is this? What is this? This is, I believe, like a Japanese anime. Yeah, I've not seen this anime. I believe it's Saint Seiya. I have no idea what this is.
クロスをまといコスモを燃やす。レオにアテナを守る少年たち。その激闘と友情を描いたセイントセイヤ。日本のみならずよく世界で愛される傑作バトルアニメより心優しきブロンズセイントアンドロメダシュの登場です。名優ドラゴンシリュウ、兄フェイクス1期に続き待望のプライムワンスタジオデビューを果たしたアンドロメダシュ。女性と見まごうほどの美貌、争いを好まない優しい性格、そして内に秘めた強さは世代を超えて多くのファンから愛されています。この人気キャラクターの魅力を余すところなく表現したハイエンドスタチュー。それではじっくり見ていきましょう。まず一目で心奪われるのがダイナミックなポージング。左手のサークルチェーンで身を守り、右手のスクエアチェーンで牽制する。後部一体のメディアチェーンを備えたアンドロメダ座のセイントならではのワンシーンを華麗な身のこなしとともに表現しています。もちろんクロス本体の造形、塗装についても妥協はありません。シュンがまとっているのはアテナの地で進化したブロンズクロスの最終形態。星座のモチーフとなった王女アンドロメダの気高さを滑らかな曲線と輝かしいメタリックピンクで採点しました。また各部に施された激戦を物語る傷跡にもご注目を。どれだけ傷ついても立ち上がる真の強さを感じられるはずです。儚さ、凛々しさ、美しさ、 少年特有のピアニスを叩いた表情もご覧いただきましょう。口を結んだ通常顔、惜しい叫び顔、また EX 版には原作準拠の顔も付属。自由に差し替えてあなたがイメージするシーンをお楽しみください。ディスプレイの喜びをさらに増幅させる特製ベースもご用意しました。岩を砕いて広がるのは美しい螺旋を描くクリアパーツのアンドロメダ星雲。内蔵された LED ライトアップ機能がグラデーション塗装を照らし、数々の強敵を倒した必殺技の輝きを再現します。中身に存ずる自己犠牲の精神、強大な敵に立ち向かう不屈の魂、2本の鎖を持つクロスとともにアンドロメダ旬のすべてを立体化したスタチューです。ライトアップを堪能する、シリや一機と並べて名シーンを再現する、あなただけのディスプレイで熱いコスモを感じてください。
Oh snap, we got more Jurassic Park statues, folks. Alright, it's probably going to be the two T-Rexes, because they're not going to show anything from the new movie yet, because it's not out yet. So my guess is the two T-Rexes from Jurassic Park 2 that they teased. My Dilophosaurus should be here really soon, by the way. I'm a huge fan of this line. I love my Jurassic Park statues. They're so good. Probably be several years before I get back, unfortunately. I wonder if they'll ever consider making Bust as well. I don't care for these little scales, honestly. I like my dinosaurs big. I want them big. That's the 1/15th version. I can tell it's not as detailed as my big one, by the way. Crazy people were saying that was more detailed. It's not. You can see it in the eye detail. Plus, it's tiny.
2022年夏、恐竜たちの時代がもうすぐスクリーンに帰ってきます。スリリングな映像体験でまた私たちの心を支配するのでしょう。これから皆様へお届けするのは、その最新作に連なる原点のワンシーン。以前の立体化でも話題を呼んだイスラヌブラル島のクライマックスをよりコンパクトな飾りやすいサイズで表現しました。レガシーミュージアムコレクションジュラシックパークシリーズよりオークン T-Rex の登場です。人間を狩るラプトルたちの前に突如として現れる巨大な影。今回立体化したのは壮絶な戦いを演じた物語終盤の姿です。小型ながらも俊敏な動きで襲いかかるラプトルを強者のオーラを漂わせ迎え撃つ T-Rex。今なお多くのファンに語り継がれる第一作を飾った名場面です。闘争本能をむき出しにした鋭い眼光、歯向かうものすべてを肉塊に変える獰猛な牙、恐怖を与える地鳴りのような雄たけび、T-Rex の象徴である巨大な頭部をご覧いただければ本製品のクオリティが伝わるのではないでしょうか。映画のロゴマークでおなじみの頭骨のフォルムを忠実に成形し、瞳、牙、口腔、体表のディテールと色彩を高精細に再現しました。たくましい頭部と尻尾、発達した後ろ足といった身体的特徴や生めかしさすら覚える傷跡も抜かりなし、造形・塗装技術を結集し、リアリティを追求しています。オークンが仁王立ちする特製ベースはイスラヌブラル島西部に位置するビジターセンター。 フロアに散乱する化石のかけらとベース側面のレリーフには地層を思わせる重厚のウェザリングで悠久な時間を表しています。さらにエンディング間際に登場したタペストリーも布素材でご用意。勝利の例のようにもひっつく When the Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth、 劇中屈指の演出をお楽しみください。いかがでしたか？圧倒的な迫力で登場した T-Rex の最新作。単体でも十分な存在感を感じていただけますが、プライムワンスタジオには他にも様々な恐竜たちが生息しています。例えばプライムコレクタブルフィギュアをご覧ください。ブルー、ブラキオサウルス、スピノサウルス、カルノタウルス、いずれもコンパクトかつリーズナブルながらそのクオリティは本格的。お好きな恐竜も一緒にコレクションしてあなただけの恐竜時代を作ってくださいね。プライムワンスタジオ公式サイトと SNS では様々な情報を随時発信しています。本製品の情報をいち早く知りたい方はぜひチェックしてください。
Alrighty, what is this? Is this anything new? Good? Jurassic World Dominion. That looks like a smaller scaled statue. And one of those 1/38 scales. Oh boy. What is this? Bunch of raptors? I wonder if they're doing 1/15 scale raptors to go on their 1/15th line. That'd be smart to do that, even though they'd be tiny. Heck, my 1/10 scale is already pretty small, so 1/15 would be even smaller. Interesting. Blue and her baby. Yeah, it doesn't look like they showed the double T-Rex, but we got aliens, folks. They're probably just going to show the Ellen Ripley statue. Let's see if they show anything new, though. Love a life-size face hugger from Prime 1 that I could get rid of my HCG. Image. What is this? Oh, snap, an egg? Are they finally going to sell just some eggs to us? Alien Fireteam Elite? That's the video game. I tried playing that video game, I couldn't get into it. I returned it after an hour. That's alright, I wouldn't buy it. I wish they'd just sell their eggs, to be honest. I want to buy a bunch of 1/3 scale eggs to display with my aliens. They really need to do that.
The world of video games dovetails perfectly into the world of high-end statues. Nowhere is that more evident than our breathtaking line of video game statues.
I love video game statues.
Prime 1 Studio brings to life all the rich details, colors, textures, and action promised to you by your favorite video games. Sit back and prepare to be amazed by Prime 1 Studios' latest and greatest video game line.
This is what I'm here for, folks. Uncharted, Last of Us. Let's go. Come on, Nathan Drake. Give me Nathan Drake and Joel and Ellie from Last of Us 1. That's what I want. This, I believe, is the Final Fantasy 7-1/6 diorama. Or not 7, Final Fantasy 3. 3, 5, I guess it depends where you're from. 6. I always called it Final Fantasy 3. I don't know why. I want to replay this game. It's been many, many years.
いや、本当にあったんだなって。そういう感じです。立体というか、本当にありました。存在するから、これ、その迫力っていうのは、すごいです。ファイナルファンタジーってずっとファンタジーで、剣と魔法っていうことでやってたんですけど、6で、そういう機械分離っていうか、ちょっと SF シックが入ったので、もともとアニメーションとかで SF とか、あとイラストの方もSF の絵を結構描いてることもあったので、あ、そういうちょっとメガ的なもの、ロボットとかそういう世界観が描けるなっていうのがあって、もう一つ、キラとやっぱりね、女性の主人公ってあんまりなかったんで、まあ、それもちょっと初めての経験だったんで、そういう意味では、6と僕にとっては、今までやってきた手ぶれな感じがちょっと僕の個人的にはありました。世界観みたいなのもこれ全体で表してるから、ちょっと周りがジオラマ的というか、ちょっと映画的な感じになってるから、まあ、僕の書いた時の記憶だと、産業革命のイギリスのね、あの辺の機械文明というか、石炭とかそういうのができた頃のイメージで、機関車とかね、そういう力強い世界観みたいなのをちょっと出せたら面白いのかなと思って、そういう意味ではかなり出てますね。僕の絵は平面で一つのね角度からしか描いてない当たり前なんですけど、それを360度いろんな角度で見れるので、僕としてはまあ僕の描いた絵のその角度っていうのが最初なんですけども、下から見た感じとかも大きさが出るなっていう、自分がこうでこの作品よりも目線が下に行くっていうのはあんまり小さい時はあんまないんですよね。この大きさだから下にこう覗いてこう見えるっていう、どの角度からでもいいんですけど、上からっていうよりはこの目線で見るとよりこうリアルに感じるなと思います。
God, love the music from that game. It just brings back so many memories. That's some of the best thing about RPGs, honestly, the music. It really gets you into the game. Final Fantasies have always had amazing music.
いや、まず語っておきたいですね。人目のつくとかっていうか、あとそれと同時になんかしまっておきたいっていう感じの2つ欲しいですね。いや、もう僕自身も本当に驚いた出来栄えですので、作品としてこう成立しているので、成立というかもう完成されているので、そういう立体の彫刻の作品を見るっていう、まずそれがあると思うんですね。それから、まあ、細かいところをこうどんどん見ていくと、どんどんこのファイナルファンタジーの世界に入っていけるので、2つの要素があるので、架空の世界が現実になったみたいな、そういう感じなんで、実際の本物を見ればそれはわかると思いますので、ぜひこれちょっと本物を手に入れてくださいっていう感じですね。
Alright, let's show a new statue now, folks. Not a huge fan of them showing statues that were shown off, a long time ago, or like old ones. I just want to see new stuff. It's really to drag out the show, because if they only showed new stuff, it'd be like less than an hour. That's why they always do this. Come on, let's get Nathan Drake or Last of Us. What do we got? What is that? I don't recognize that. Maybe this is Uncharted. Oh boy, it is Uncharted. Let's see. Nathan Drake. 1/4 scale. Coming to Flankster's collection in the near future. Ooh, that's sick looking. Because he went into the Pirate Cove. I recently played this game, by the way, like a month ago. Oh yeah, that looks sick. Hopefully it's not too tall. Oh, great likeness. Nathan Drake. Boom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love the music in Uncharted. Show me the full statue, please. I hope it's under 33 inches. How tall is this base? Ooh, it's probably there. That's day 1 PO for me, folks. Day 1 PO, and luckily it's not too big, so I can easily fit it with, like, 1 to 2 more statues in a garage shelf. Day 1 PO.
Wow. Prime One Studio arrives at the ultimate chapter of Nathan Drake's
Oof,
epic
love it.
saga with
Love
the
it.
ultimate premium masterline,
So
1/4
sick.
scale Uncharted 4 Nathan Drake statue. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End was the best-selling game of the whole Uncharted series. And to celebrate this, the amazing artists at Prime One Studio have brought you an
Oof, I'm getting
exhilarating
goosebumps,
piece
folks.
of the
I
Nathan
love
Drake's
it.
adventurous, treasure-hunting world.
Has
Nathan
multiple
Drake began his
portraits
life
and
as
arms.
a globe-trotting treasure seeker with his brother Sam. Together, as teenagers, they went after the treasure of Libertalia, which they finally found in this game. In this thrilling statue, Prime
So
One Studio
good.
has actively posed an extremely adept Nathan Drake in the midst of an exciting
Oh yeah, look at that
adventure.
sweat and dirt in his
Nathan
face.
hangs off a wooden beam, supporting a long-dead crewmate of the famed Henry Avery. He
Avery.
aims his trusty sidearm at an unknown combatant who is
If you
sure
have
to
not
lose
played this
the
game,
encounter.
please play it. Trust me.
Just look
It
at
is
the
so
variety
good.
of textures and materials in the statue, and you will realize the importance the source material played in the creation of the statue. The world of Uncharted is nothing if not dense with detail, grit, and atmosphere. And the skillful artisans at Prime One Studio took full advantage of this when creating this magnificent figure.
Put it up for
The
PO already.
lettering, the dirt, and the grime all come alive with the lifelike rendering of the painting masters. Nathan Drake's base is a Libertalia New Devon-themed environment, complete with an overgrown jungle, ancient masonry, and incarcerated pirate corpse. Different versions of Nathan will come equipped with different swappable features, and Prime One Studio is sure that you will find a version to suit your taste.
I like the switch outs, like he's swinging or shooting at an enemy. It works.
Of the competition.
Looks quite tall, but it's definitely not wide and deep, which is really nice. Alright, now let's give me Last of Us. Not DC, please, Last of Us. Oh, it's a DC statue, I know it. Yeah, this is definitely DC. Comic-based.
Tyler Kirkham here. This right here is the beautiful Deathstroke statue from Prime One Studios. It's incredible. The detail is insane. They designed this statue based off the work from me and Tony Daniel on the Deathstroke series for DC Comics. They nailed the design perfectly, from the elements of the costume, the mask, the scarf, like just the whole thing. And we're just thrilled to see it come to life in this scale. And I was lucky enough to get one for my own office. So, but anyways, I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And thanks, Prime One. Appreciate it.
Ooh, look at that. What is that? A new Deathstroke?
The boy who lived under the stairs at number 4 Privet Drive captured everyone's hearts again when he appeared in the blockbuster film Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Prime One Studio is extremely proud to finally bring you our first foray into the Wizarding world with these wonderful nostalgic statues.
Harry Potter statues? Oh boy. You know, I always wanted to get a solid Harry Potter statue. Like, I had the old Gentle Giant, but they just didn't do it for me. Although, I do not want Fantastic Beasts, for the love of goodness. No Fantastic Beasts. Give me Harry vs. Voldemort in a diorama. Fantastic Beasts movies can't compare to Harry Potter, even remotely. So, Dolly. Little Harry. These look like small statues, not big ones. That's like a 1/10 scale, maybe. Voldemort. I want a life-size bust of him. Is that it? No actual full-blown statue reveal?
As impressive as DC Comics' pantheon of heroes is, their stable of master artists is even more spectacular. It is Prime One Studios' distinct pleasure to be able to tap into that talented pool of illustrators time and again. Therefore, Prime One Studio is proud to be able to announce one of their newest collaborations with another renowned DC artist. Let's all give a warm welcome to Prime One Studios' newest collaboration, Dan Mora.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Daniel Mora y ahora les quería comentar un poco sobre cómo fue mi colaboración con Prime One Studio para la creación de la estatua de Batman de Future State. Bueno, hace como un año que estoy trabajando con ellos para hacer diseños para algunas estatuas, entre ellas está la de Batman de Future State, la cual, bueno, me emocionó mucho que me preguntaran, ¿verdad?, que quisieran hacer una estatua basada en el diseño para el cómic. Y bueno, desde el principio la colaboración fue bastante fácil, fue muy llevadera, mucha retroalimentación, aprendí mucho de cómo es que se trabaja esa parte, ¿verdad? Y la verdad quedé muy contento con la colaboración. Y bueno, espero que les guste la estatua. Creo que Prime Studio hizo un gran trabajo con los detalles de la figura, con el cinturón, con todo en general, con el robot, con la postura. Y bueno, es impresionante ver un dibujo uno, ver cómo la idea que renace, digamos, en un concepto ya 3D, ¿verdad? Entonces espero que les guste.
Batman is dead. Bruce Wayne is dead. And in one of the possible futures of the DC universe, a future state has risen in Gotham City. In place of the Bat family brand of justice, the magistrate and his peacekeepers have taken control of Bruce Wayne's beloved city. To combat this authoritarian threat to freedom, Bruce has adopted a different persona, the Dark Detective. In his fantastic new statue from Prime One Studio, the Dark Detective is in the thrilling midst of beating down a peacekeeper robot as he is surrounded by attack drones. Dan Mora has designed a no-nonsense, combat-ready Batman. Instead of the single-piece costume we're used to, the Dark Detective dons a more tactical suit with ballistic weave undergarments, punctuated by conspicuous plated armor all over his body. Still rocking the utility belt, Batman has equipped it with a heavier, thicker bat rope with multiple pouches that no doubt contain effective countermeasures. And in place of a conspicuously absent cape, the Dark Detective wears a tough-looking coat, equipped with armored pauldrons. Look at this statue repeatedly, and you'll notice the craftsmanship of Prime One Studios artists, not only in the clever sculpting of each inch of this captivating scene, but also how well the different textures and materials are recreated for your enjoyment. And because the Dark Detective is a force to be reckoned with, Prime One Studio painters have painstakingly recreated fictional realism with how this piece is weathered, with battle damage and careful application of multiple layers of shading. The base is equally as enthralling. In Dan Mora's concept, the Dark Detective stands poised on a complete environment themed for action, which is a Gotham City street, firmly planted in the future, with technological debris, attack drones, and a downed robotic combatant, which would be expressing regret if it could. The Dark Detective will come in different versions, not only with multiple swappable heads, there will also be an option for you to remove his coat if you choose the right version. Stay tuned to all the Prime One Studio social channels for the latest updates about the Dark Detective.
Alrighty, let's see what's next, folks. Come on, give us something good. What's this, a star? What is this? Give us something good. I don't care about DC Comics. Alright, this I do not recognize. Yeah, I don't know what this anime is. Shaman King. Is that a good anime? Do I need to put it on my to-watch list?
一人は全ての生き物が楽に生きられる世界を作るために、もう一人は全ての人類を根絶やしにするために。これから登場するのは、願いを叶える全知全能の力を求め、500年に一度の戦いへ身を投じた少年たちです。大人気テレビアニメ「シャーマンキング」より、浅からぬ因縁を持つ2人のシャーマン、朝倉陽とハオをどうぞ。なんとかなる学習性の朝倉陽、自他ともに認める緩い性格、そして大きな優しさを持つ少年ですが、今回立体化したのは戦いの場で見せる精悍な姿。大地に足を踏ん張り、まっすぐ前を見据える。このポージングを思春期ならではの細くしなやかな体で成立させました。オレンジのヘッドフォン、熊の爪の首飾り、左ももの位牌、右手の春雨と左手の二つ御霊の剣をはじめ、あらゆるディテールも作り込まれています。背中の踏ん張り温泉が目を引くコスチュームもシンプルながら丁寧な仕上がり、見る角度、光の種類により見せる豊かな表情をお楽しみください。そして陽に勝るとも劣らない存在感を見せているのが、600年前の侍にして陽の持ちで阿弥陀丸。白から白銀に変わるグラデーションが美しい髪。 メタリックな輝きをたたえる羽織や着物、ポーズの妙を味わえる抜刀のポージング、先人の矜持をスタチューに込めるため、造形、塗装技術の粋を集めています。その鋭い眼差しをご覧いただければ、きっとお分かりいただけるでしょう。また、クリアパーツの人玉やエフェクト、家紋があしらわれた特製ベースもデザインの構成要素として機能し、ディスプレイにより一層の深みを与えています。ちっちゃいなの口癖が表すように、他の追随を許さない浮力を誇るハオ。今回彼を制作するにあたって熟考したのも、圧倒的な力をいかに表現するかでした。そして生まれたのが、豪華に佇み、美しい顔に邪悪な笑みを浮かべるこの姿。優雅に揺れる長い髪とマント、高速具を思わせるベルトがついたパンツ、魂を無造作にわしづかみする右手、すべてのパーツが調和することで、歯をたらしめています。微妙な彩色表現を施したクリアパーツの激しい炎も、単なる演出の域にとどまらない大切な要素の一つ。悠久の時を超えてもなお、彼の奥底で燃え盛る人類に対する敵意のメタファーと言ってもよいでしょう。この炎とともに、ハオを手のひらに乗せているのが、魂すら焼き尽くすスピリット・オブ・ファイア。滑らかな質感を持つ赤い体躯、鮮やかな黄色が目を引く左右の角、魂を我が物にする鋭い爪先、かつてパッチ族から奪い取った持ち霊の威厳に満ちた姿を忠実に立体化しました。ベースに刻まれた五芒星もファンにはたまらないアクセント。そこには善悪の彼岸を超えた精霊の姿があります。神羅万象を司る星の王、シャーマンキングの座をめぐる戦いで開校したヨウとハオ、それぞれの信念を形にした至高のスタチュー。ぜひあなたのコレクションにどうぞ。プライムワンスタジオでは公式サイトと SNS を随時更新中。気になる続報もこちらでチェックしてくださいね。
While anime started in Japan, it's no surprise that it's taken the world by storm. Fast-paced, dynamic, and colorful, anime continues to reinvent itself to stay fresh and compelling. Prime One Studio keeps pace with developments in the anime world as it strives to bring you the most exciting characters from the most popular stories. If you're a huge anime fan, you're not going to want to blink.
All right, come on, let's show off Frieza. Let's do Frieza next. Oh, it's definitely not Frieza. Attack on Titan.
全世界累計発行部数は1億部を突破し、2013年にはテレビアニメ化。個性あふれる数多くのキャラクターたちと、見る者に希望と絶望を突きつける大胆なシナリオによって世界を魅了する進撃の巨人。キャラクターの所作に込められた一つ一つのドラマと、縦横無尽に展開する大迫力のアクション。それらを立体化すべく、今回プライムワンスタジオは動き出しました。
Oh, look at that, a triple diorama. That's cool. Of course I did. This is sick looking. Oh yeah, look at that. Attack on Titan. That's really cool. I believe it's 1/4 scale. Luckily for me, I don't collect other anime, so it's a pass for me, but very cool looking. And I do love Attack on Titan. It's a very good anime. Very, very cool. That's a great statue for you Attack on Titan fans. I love the triple character diorama. No, great.
世界からそのまま取り出してきたような、それでいて立体物としてのリアルな質感を兼ね備えたスタチューを目指しました。特にエレンたち3人は躍動感が強調できるように跳躍して空を飛ぶダイナミックなポージングを選んでいます。立体起動装置は作中でエレンたちが命を預けている重要な兵器ですので、機械として現実性を持たせられるように細かな部品や塗装にこだわっています。種類ごとにメタリック粒子を使い分けて塗り込んで、ウザリングを丁寧に施すことで兵器としての説得力が出るよう工夫しました。腰から伸びるガス供給用の管は実際にゴム製のチューブを使用して作成しました。作中と同様に剣のグリップとガスコンベにしっかりとつながっていて、立体起動装置の機構を忠実に再現しています。
プライム1では過去に並んでいたり、原作の舞台を忠実に再現したスタチューを制作してきたんですが、このスタチューはその両方の要素をしっかり楽しめる構成になっています。
ベースで建物が崩れているんですが、これも素材ごとに質感の違いを出しています。石材は数種類の道具でそれぞれスパッタリングを施して表面のランダムな模様を作り込んだり、屋根の瓦にまばらな色を重ねて年月を経た重みを再現しました。特に背景の硬質化した巨人のエレンは壁内の建物とは違う異質なものに見えるよう、車道の表現を微妙に変えています。
主人公3人を立体化させていただくにあたって、日本をはじめとする全世界の進撃の巨人ファンの皆様に納得いただけるクオリティを目指しました。進撃の巨人の魅力や要素、プライムワンスタジオのこだわりである質感表現の技術を最大限に詰め込んだ製品です。
エレン、ミカサ、アルム、過酷な未来を前にしてなおも強く輝く彼らの命と物語をスタチューの姿にかたどりました。これまで巨大なモチーフを数
Oh boy. What the heck?
Showcase.
Freaking
And
freezing.
recently, the studio premiered their all Prisma Wing feature, Prisma TV. Look forward to even more reveals from the mind-boggling, expansive, and colorful anime line. Oh, hey!
to all our viewers around the world. My name is Prism, the navigator of Prism Wing. Nice to meet you. ここからは日本語で失礼しますね。プライムワンスタジオが送る全く新しいフィギュアブランドプリズマウィング。今年1月にプリズマ TV という番組を配信し、
So, folks, Queen Studios just posted for their Doctor Strange bust, 35 are allotted to USA, and you have to have ordered either Spider-Man or Loki bust, or prove you have, like, purchase $9,400 worth of Queen Studio products to pre-order to qualify. And apparently it's a team of 3 to 5 people that are going to be doing production on this. So they guarantee that's going to be higher quality production, basically. Similar to their Joker. So I did pre-order Loki direct from them, so I'm already qualified. Plus I own like $20,000 worth of Queen products. So I'll try to get it, but I hear the price is going to be $6,000 for that Doctor Strange bust, which will be maddening. So that'll be a crazy expensive bust.
日本時間夜9時にお会いしましょう。引き続きネクストレベルショーケース4をお楽しみください。またね。
Stanley Lau, known as Art Germ in the comic book world, is a master digital artist and prolific designer. Prime One Studio continues to collaborate with Stanley due to his consistent demand as a top creator. Stanley Lau returns today to talk about his work on yet another alluring character from comics.
Hello everyone, my name is Stanley Lau, people know me as Archer. I'm the co-founder and creative director of Imagine Friends Studio Singapore. Nice to be here once again. The range of my work encompasses many different media across many different media outlets. And this time around, I'm extremely excited to have another collaboration with Prime One Studio.
Vampirella. Ooh, look at that. It's a sexy looking statue. I don't know anything about her, but she's just like a hot vampire chick.
Honestly, I would like to build a brand new Vampirella statue. Isn't it beautiful? The skill artist at Prime One referenced my cover for Vampirella and brought it to life.
I think it's better than
My cover
PCS's.
did not feature a lounge.
Much better
But this is
portrait.
the part that Prime One Studio added really well. I suppose from the cover, it's possible that she's in a sitting position. And all these added touches will help complete the environment of great additions. This is a statue that looks good from every angle, I have to say. And all these
Yeah, she's so hot.
Look
Look at that. Goodness, so hot.
From that particular material. There it is. My Vampirella statue produced by Prime One Studio. I love how it turned out and hope that you will consider getting
That'd actually
it
go
yourself.
great with my Red Sonja because they're both Dynamite comics. Look at that.
From the pages of Dynamite's thrilling monthly comic, Vampirella comes to you from the fantastic mind of Stanley Lau and the impressive artistry of Prime One Studio. Based on Vampirella number 6's famous art germ cover, Prime One Studio's Vampirella statue carries on with the theme of Vampy unwinding by herself on a finely appointed chaise adorned with the familiars and accessories of her world. Prime One Studio
Yeah, I'm
took
sorry,
the pearl
PCS,
of
but
her
Prime One
cover
killed
and
it. Theirs
expanded
is
on the
much
theme
better.
to present a full-bodied Vampirella.
Look at that sexy body.
Complete with furniture
Goodness.
and environment.
The little
It's
bats
easy
are
to see that
cool.
studio sculptures were inspired by Stanley's art, by the intricate delicateness of each of her hair strands. It's stunning in its layered complexity. For instance, her face is textured with small sublime pores and translucent skin. Being a creature of supernatural
It's a beautiful
origins,
face.
she always looks like she's glowing, and Prime 1 Studio captures this perfectly. They've also captured Vampirella's intense, hypnotic stare as well. Her look, a mix of invitation and subtle warning, sums up how dangerously desirable she is.
No, I didn't buy that
While
giant
Vampirella
Thanos.
fights on the side of good, she still needs blood to survive, and Prime 1 Studios painters have represented that well. They've also rendered what little clothing she has on, very true to its natural material. You can see each precise stitch.
I like this a
wrinkle, and
lot.
Slight leather texture when you look very closely. And look closely,
Yeah,
you will.
At her boobies,
The
goodness.
chaise that Vampirella lounges on supports her relaxed demeanor very well. It features quilted leather, fine wooden carvings, and a large textured throw blanket. A goblet of spilled blood.
The only thing is,
adorns the
sitting
blanket,
down, you can't
while a
see her
small
butt as
rising
good.
colony of bats balances her out very well.
The biggest downside.
Encircling Vampirella's fine leather boots are some venomous snakes slithering between a dozen or so human skulls. Vampirella will make a sexy addition to your fan cave when it finally comes out for pre-order. To hear more about Vampy, stay tuned to all Prime 1 Studio social channels for the latest updates.
Hey, hello again. The guy was finished, but not quite. Hey, do you remember the last time I told you that I was working on a project with Prime 1? Well, now I can finally reveal the computer statue. And I proudly present to you Prime 1 Studio and Stanislaus collaborations, the Cyberpunk Harley Quinn.
Cyberpunk Harley. I haven't actually played Cyberpunk yet. That's one game I have not played. I was waiting for the PS5 update. I do not dig that look. I'm sorry, I don't like it. That face is a no bueno for me. I don't foresee this selling too well. You know, I think most people would prefer like your traditional Harley Quinn look.
When Prime 1 Studio said that they wanted a unique concept for me, I gave them a few ideas. And then we both agreed that Cyberpunk was the next big thing. So I got to working on the design with the input, and we ended up with a design that we both really like. Harley has a great relationship with duality. It informs her visual representation in every medium she's presented. And in this new world we are creating, Harley not only shows her duality with the colors, but also with the elements of the machinery and humanity. In this world, everyone is augmented with cybernetics. So it only makes sense that one half of Harley's appendages were cyborg, and the other half was human. You now have a very distinct style for faces. I'm happy that the talented artists at Prime 1 really captured that in this statue. They dialed in her edgy Harley attitude. We also wanted to show and update her choice of clothing, and I thought that she should have an impressive style in this cyberpunk future. And Prime 1 Studio really did a great job bringing that to life. I hope you have enjoyed this surprise review. Be sure to look out for this statue and Vampirella one as well, and order them both as soon as you can.
More DC?
DC Comics remains Prime 1 Studios' most prolific line of statues. The DC Universe offers a deep and diverse well of characters that is hard to beat. Throughout the showcase, we'll reveal many other DC Comics statues amongst all the other properties.
No.
Stay in your seats, because you never know what will come next, but you can expect it to be a good one. With that in mind, let's all see what's new in the DC universe of Prime 1 Studio.
Unless it's movie, I literally don't care. Like, give me a Black Adam 1/3, I'll take that. Give me a Shazam from the new movie, since I never got my Shazam statue. Seriously, wake me up when they're done with DC. Might be a few hours. They have 89 more Batmans to show off. Was this a Batman Doomsday? Batman vs. Doomsday, perhaps? The Devastator and Infected Batman.
In the DC multiverse-spanning epic Dark Knight's Metal, we all found out that not only was there a dark version of the DC multiverse, but that a malevolent force was gathering all evil, corrupted versions of Batman from each universe into a perverted and frightening version of the Justice League, the Dark Knights. Their goal, to help the Bat God Barbados plunge the DC multiverse into permanent darkness. And if you've ever wondered what an evil Batman would look like if he turned into Superman's arch nemesis Doomsday, wonder no more. Prime 1 Studio proudly presents this terrifying take on the Caped Crusader, the Batman of Earth -1, the Devastator. On Earth 1, Batman was losing his fight with a murderous Superman. Seeing no way out, Batman infected himself with the Doomsday virus and turned into the Bone-Faced Destroyer. Prime 1 Studios artisans really pulled out all the stops with this statue. Just look at it. It is as massive as it is complex. This is not just a simple Doomsday clone. This is Doomsday with the super intelligence, martial arts mastery, and guile of Batman, combined with the super speed, super strength, and durability of Doomsday. And since the Devastator was born out of Bruce Wayne infecting himself with the Doomsday virus, you can see this hulking monstrosity explode out of Batman's uniform as it rips his posable fabric cape to shreds. You'll be able to appreciate all the work the Prime 1 Studio artists put into this statue as you look over and admire every protrusion of bone, the scrap of fabric, an inch of wrinkled skin this abomination has to offer. His base is a wonder of rocky, alien outcroppings of bone and stone, set into a craggy, weathered gargoyle built out of masonry. And nestled between his feet is the kryptonite spear that proved useless against a marauding man of steel. But that's not all. Accompanying this brutish behemoth is the Bruce Wayne of Earth -1, at the pivotal moments of his battle with a killer Superman. In one version, Batman is clutching the kryptonite spear he thinks will be enough to take down Superman. Swap out a few parts, and in another version, Batman, having infected himself with a modified version of the Doomsday virus, transforms into the Devastator, his last-ditch effort to take Superman down. This is the Dark Knight's metal statue set to go after. A veritable centerpiece for your expanding Dark Knights collection, to be sure. Why not help Barbados spread darkness over the whole DC multiverse and prepare for pre-order? Stay tuned to the official website and sign up to get email notifications from Prime One Studio.
Alrighty, are we done with Batman yet? Probably not.
Jorge Jimenez has been collaborating with Prime One Studio for some time now. And through that collaboration, each of his concepts have been more breathtaking than the last. Today, Jorge is back doing what he is clearly a master of. It's only fitting that he should introduce the next reveal in our line of DC Comics statues.
¿Qué pasa, gente? ¿Cómo estamos? Soy Jorge Jiménez, dibujante mundial de cómics de la Liga de la Justicia, de Superman y de Batman. Y quería deciros que aquí estoy otra vez para presentar la próxima estatua con Prime One Studio. Bueno, pues en este caso se trata del Joker otra vez. Pero esta vez es un Joker muy peculiar, ya que va con el traje de Batman. No un traje cualquiera, sino el traje de un futuro utópico en el que Gotham era luminosa y feliz. Pero nunca se dan las cosas como parecen, las cosas se tuercen. Entonces Batman y Joker tuvieron una pelea, una batalla súper épica en la guerra del Joker. Y para mí este traje, este diseño es algo muy especial, que disfruté mucho haciéndolo. Por lo tanto, no puedo esperar para que lo veáis. Bueno, la cosa es que acabo de ver la estatua, el resultado final por el color. Es que está increíble, otra vez lo han vuelto a hacer. Resulta que cada detalle es como yo lo diseñé, pero mejor. O sea, llevado al realismo que siempre Brian Wall suele dar a sus estatuas. ¿Qué queréis que os diga? A nivel estético, a nivel de anatomía estilizada, a nivel de rasgos faciales de Joker, cómo recrean un poco mi estilo cartoon realista y lo llevan a un límite en el que ya cobra vida. Todo. Pero es que luego el trabajo de color es impecable. El metálico de la armadura, el humo, el efecto de la destrucción que esto tuvo en la guerra del Joker. Sinceramente, si ya lo hicieron bien con Punchline y en el Joker anterior, esta vez es increíble. Pero bueno, no os quito más tiempo. ¿Qué le diréis?
Jorge Jimenez has more than proven his skills in the comic book arena with his run in the Batman comics. His dynamic, manga-inspired style continues to delight and amaze his fans. And to continue Prime One Studios' incredible collaborative partnership with Jorge, they are releasing the next irresistible statue in Jorge's line. The Joker in Batsuit. Appearing in Batman 99, the Joker has further violated both Batman's property and psyche by committing yet another unimaginable act of perversion. The Joker has reanimated Alfred's dead body and steals the future Batsuit that Alfred made for Batman. A future when Batman would be ready to be a brighter symbol of Gotham. However, that bright future is in peril, as the Joker has taken Batman's future suit and despoiled it with his own take on the Caped Crusader's costume. The talented artists at Prime One Studio have delivered another comic-accurate masterpiece. The Joker is at his most colorful in his future Batsuit, replete with bright blues and eye-catching purple cape. And as his malicious tweaking of the Batsuit shows, the bright red smile over the Bat symbol and his trademark ha-ha-has all over the place. The Joker poses with a couple of batarangs he has also corrupted for his own use. Are they Joker rings now? And as you can see, he is standing on another of Bruce Wayne's nightmare scenarios, a completely trashed and totaled Batmobile. The Joker's malevolent sneer comes in a couple of different versions. He can either be wearing a full helmet, a half-destroyed helmet, or a fully exposed face. Either way, you better beat Batman to the literal punch and pre-order this impressive statue as soon as you can, or Batman is liable to make him disappear. Stay tuned to the official website and sign up to get email notifications from Prime One Studio.
Una cosa más que se me había olvidado. Yo dije que iba a estar trabajando un tiempo con esta gente de Prime One Studio. Así que después de la estatua de Joker con el traje de Batman, se nos viene la siguiente. Que es Batman con el traje robótico del futuro que utilizamos en el arco de la Liga de la Justicia de la sexta dimensión. Ya sabéis, que es súper espectacular, es enorme. Estuvo luchando contra los miembros de la Liga de la Justicia y hasta ahí puedo leer. Pero, ya sabéis, se va a liar muy gorda.
Looks like we got more DC, folks. Give us at least a movie, DC. Come on. What's up with this comic crowd? Okay, looks like we're finally done with Batman. Are they giving us more Devil May Cry? Ooh. Okay, Resident Evil, folks. We're looking at Jill Valentine possibly versus Nemesis. I absolutely love this game, by the way. Oh boy, we got Zombie. So much better than freaking Pure Arts' God. Their Jill Valentine sucked. It had potential, but their face was so bad. Oh, look at that. Freaking guts everywhere. That's cool. Ooh, Nemesis. Like I said, Nemesis. Oh, yeah. Look at that beast. Oh, he's chasing her. There's a zombie dog, too. That's cool. That is super cool. The diorama. Plus, it's not super wide. Wonder if I could fit that. Oh, there's the zombie dog separate. If you look at it, it's not super wide. It's just tall. I might be able to fit that.
In Japan, the Resident Evil franchise has been thrilling survival horror video game fans for decades. In Resident Evil 3, Jill Valentine.
Oh, her face is gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful.
And to escape the destruction of Raccoon City.
Multiple portraits too.
By the U.S. government. Prime One Studio creates a thrilling homage to Jill's mission with the newest addition to the Resident Evil series of statues. The 1/4 scale, ultimate premium masterline, Resident Evil, Jill Valentine, and Nemesis. In this awesome and gritty statue, Jill Valentine is in mortal peril, pursued by the Umbrella Corporation's premier bioweapon, Nemesis. Prime One Studio sculptors.
That's such a cool diorama.
Intense atmosphere and ominous danger of Resident Evil. Jill's seemingly simple outfit is rendered in stunning textural sculpting and intricate detailing. Likewise, Nemesis comes.
I love the look on her
life
face.
in its rendition of the Pursuer, as it is also called. Nemesis's face is revolting and raw. Wrapped in stretched cloth scraps barely passable as clothing, the Pursuer also features an exposed mechanical heart on the outside of its chest, an iconic trait of this fearsome monster. Using the game as solid inspiration, Prime One Studio painters have pushed the envelope on this amazing piece's paint job. They have successfully balanced realism and artistic interpretation to bring about the most compelling visual and environmental effects. The mood of the statue is dictated by the weathering, shading, and highlighting of the piece. Different versions of Jill Valentine and Nemesis.
That's the portrait I like. The teeth one. That's really good.
You will be able to see Nemesis carry the signature rocket launcher.
He's better with the
or
rocket
produce a
launcher.
Disgusting tentacle out of his hands. Cooler still, another version will feature an infected hound ready to pounce on an
That dog is so
Jill.
cool. Love that.
Jill runs down her set of stairs, just barely out of reach of an infected zombie. All this while Nemesis bears down on her on his own set of stairs, while Raccoon City debris surrounds the area. Do yourself a favor and stay tuned to all the Prime
Raiden's
One
barking.
Studios
He wants me to
social
go
channels
upstairs.
for the latest updates.
That's so cool. Gosh. If I can fit that in my video game setup, I'll definitely buy it. I just need to see how much space Leon and Claire take. But if I had space, I would get that. Alright, let's see what's next. Come on, Last of Us. What is this? NER? What the heck is this? I'm sure you guys can hear Raiden barking. Dad, can you take Raiden out potty? Just take him out potty.
2021年、全世界が見守る中、ゆっくり幕を下ろした少年の物語。同じ時代を過ごした子供たちは大人になり、それぞれの目指す場所へ旅立っていきました。四半世紀のすべてが神話として昇華されたのです。しかし、完結してなお忘れられない面影があります。綾波レイ、そして四季並みアスカラングレイ。2019年夏のワンフェスでも注目を集めたエヴァンゲリオン新劇場版のヒロインたちを心ゆくまでご覧ください。フェイスラインに沿う青いショートボブ、吸い込まれるような赤い瞳。
Alright, folks, I'm back. I had to take Raiden out potty. He was barking at
こ
me.
の青と赤を思い出す方も多いはず。このスタチューでもアイコニックな特徴として髪の流れを感じさせる繊細な造形、キャッチライトが光る赤のグラデーション塗装で劇中イメージを損なうことなく表現しています。そして綾波をチルドレンたらしめるのが体に吸い付く純白のプラグスーツ。艶やかな光沢をたたえた白には淡いパープルの影が落とされ、より立体的に見える工夫が施されています。各部のメカニカルなディテールも細部まで構築。オレンジやグリーンのビタミンカラーとともに全体のアクセントになっています。金髪のロングと青い瞳を持つのが第二の少女こと四季並みアスカラングレー。数々のスタチューを手掛けてきたプライムワンスタジオの造形・彩色技術により、ロングヘアが柔らかに広がる瞬間や透明感あふれる青を生み出しました。もちろんプラグスーツも万全の仕上がりです。彼女の勝ち気な性格を象徴するような赤は光の角度により様々な表情に。また赤、オレンジ、ブルー、グリーンといった各色の狭間を走る墨入れも見どころの一つ。一つ一つのディテールを引き立て、スーツの情報量を倍増させました。その成功の仕事をぜひ間近でご堪能ください。そして2人が座る台座はエントリープラグ内のインテリア。有機的なフォルム、メカニカルなディテール、各部の質感。もはや台座の域を超え、彼女たちと共に主役を担っています。胸元に手をやり、体を預ける綾波。髪をかき上げ、膝を立てるアスカ。それぞれの愛機の姿すら浮かび上がりそうです。神話のミューズとして語り継がれる2人のヒロイン。その美しさ、内に秘めた思いを最高峰の技術でお送りします。
Jason Fowlk's name is synonymous with Batman. Indeed, his recent take on the Dark Knight detective is definitive, gritty, and unique. Prime One Studios' collaborative relationship with Jason is as healthy as ever. And as you'll see, it has borne fruit once more in the next amazing statue by Jason Fowlk. Let's dive right in.
Hi everyone, my name is Jason Fowlk. I'm a comic book artist who's worked for DC Comics over the last 12 years of my career, and I've had opportunities to draw some of the biggest and best comic book characters at DC. Characters that I've loved since I was a kid, like Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and The Flash and Swamp Thing, and villains like the Joker and Mr. Freeze and Darkseid. And one villain I've always really liked and always loved to get an opportunity to draw is the Penguin. ago, Prime One Studio came to me and asked me if I wanted to collaborate on a penguin statue. And this presented a really unique opportunity because it's a character that I think many of us love, but we haven't seen a lot of statues and merchandise and stuff revolving around the penguin. And so originally the idea was, let's just do a cool penguin statue, but it started to morph into something else. And so now not only are you getting a statue of the penguin in all of his glory, but we also have a full Batman statue in there as well. And it's going to be something that when it's on your shelf, it's going to have a lot of presence. It's big, it's huge. The other really neat thing about this statue is the customization. We really wanted to offer the collector the ability to customize the way he wanted the penguin to look. So we have different arms and different heads, and tried to cover different eras with this penguin, and so that you can choose a more modern look or an older look, or something that's reminiscent from film and TV and stuff like that, because the penguin has so many different looks over the years. And with Batman, it was just, let's just get a really cool Batman pose, him standing over the top of the penguin and looking down at him. It's a statue I'm really proud of. I think it turned out just incredibly well. The detail on the jacket and everything is just really cool. So we're really excited to show this off. We teased it a couple showcases ago, and people have been asking about it. So today you get your first look at it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the showcase. Bye.
From the mind and talented hands of premier DC Comics artist Jason Fabok comes Batman and the Penguin. Everyone knows that Batman has the most colorful and most prolific rogues gallery out of any superhero out there. And among the top three, Gotham City business mogul and crime boss Oswald Cobblepot is a constant thorn in Batman's side. The talented sculptors and painters at Prime One Studio enjoyed bringing Jason Fabok's latest statue to astonishing life. They have imbued it with as many real-world textures and as much realistic detailing as they could. Here we see Batman atop a tall Gothic edifice, probably overlooking his beloved Gotham City. He's ready to swoop into action as the Penguin, flanked by his flightless minions, is down below, unaware of the world of hurt that Batman is about to introduce him to. Batman's pose is taut and athletic. His muscles are clearly defined, and his intent is clear. Pour over this half of the statue, and you will be treated to a multitude of textures and details that Prime One Studio has deemed to pack into it. Look at the leather-like texture of his cowl, the pores on his face amidst his focused scowl. His costume has been appointed with piping, wrinkles, and shading to bring forth the awesome caricature of Batman's iconic uniform. In that posable leather cape, wow. Spend some time posing it to your heart's desire to bring out the most dramatic action that you can. Batman's face is a medley of realistic building materials that make sense in this environment. Concrete, rebar, metal piping, and snow all come together to bring you into the world of Gotham. Look even closer for some cool Bat-themed Easter eggs. The Penguin himself looks ready for a night out on the town. Decked out in his top hat, fur-lined leather coat, and one of the many umbrellas in his arsenal, Mr. Cobblepot looks like a man at the top of his game. Prime One Studio has gone to great lengths to make sure the Penguin is dressed to the nines by lining his coat with fur and making everything else in his ensemble look like how it should be. The thing about the Penguin is that you almost never see him dressed down. He looks fantastic in his bow tie, waistcoat, and gold accoutrements. Surrounded by his blatant display of wealth, the Penguin looks sharp on his own rooftop base, adorned with a light dusting of snow, which is telling of which season these famous Gothamites are in. And while they may be impressive on their own display separately, this statue comes into its own when displayed together. Both Batman and the Penguin will come with a number of swappable accessories to enhance your storytelling. Jason Fabok's Batman and the Penguin are sure to be an instant classic. So make a note and look for this set to go on pre-order by staying tuned to the official website and by signing up to get email notifications from Prime One Studio.
May 6, 2021
Okay.
will be a day indelibly etched into the hearts and souls of anime and manga fans all over the world. This is the day that we lost the great manga creator, Sensei Kentaro Miura. Miura Sensei created the wildly popular and incredibly sensational manga, Berserk. He was a beloved collaborator and personal friend of Prime One Studio. This warm bond of friendship created a solid trust between Miura Sensei and the skilled artists at Prime One Studio. For the past 5 years, Prime One Studio has been delighted in being able to bring his works to life in our medium. Most recently seen in the Berserk exhibition here in Japan. Up next is a heartfelt retrospective of the many works inspired by Miura Sensei. Narrated by none other than the impressive Japanese voice actor for Guts, Hiroaki Iwanaga. The film takes this unique opportunity to honor Miura Sensei's legacy and magnum opus, Berserk.
プライムワンスタジオが手掛ける目を見張るコレクタブルスタチューの数々。2017年、プライムワンスタジオはスタチューのジャンル拡大に乗り出しました。創業より主軸だった海外キャラクターに加え、ジャパンコンテンツの立体化も本格的に開始したのです。さまざまな国内タイトルを手掛ける中、今日に至るまで最も長く、最も多くのアイテムを発表し続けているシリーズが誕生しました。そう、ベルセルクです。単なる立体表現を超え、キャラクターの実存化を目指したプライムワンスタジオのベルセルクシリーズ。原作者、三浦健太郎先生からも惜しみない協力と大きな期待をいただきました。今回はその数々のスタチューを改めて振り返るスペシャル企画です。それでは一緒に楽しみましょう。ダークファンタジーの傑作コミック「ベルセルク」はキャラクター、世界観ともに立体化の意欲をかきたてる作品です。キャラクターや作中のシーンを忠実に再現する当初のコンセプトはこの立体化の基本に沿ったものでした。しかしプロジェクトが開始するとすぐに方向転換を余儀なくされます。深い闇とまばゆい光が同居する世界観、主人公ガッツの狂気、情愛をスタチューに宿すためにはセオリーだけでは不十分だったのです。そしてたどり着いたコンセプトがキャラクターの内側に広がる世界の立体化、それぞれの精神を形にするという再現以上の表現を目指すことになりました。そうして完成したのがアルティメットプレミアムマスターラインガッツ黒い剣士。過剰なリアリティや違和感を覚えないファンが抱くガッツの共通項が見事に再現されています。 体験、ドラゴン殺しが生きるサイズ感もインパクト大。まさに鉄塊といえる巨大かつ重厚なイメージがそのまま伝わってきます。この第一弾スタチューは大きな反響を呼び、シリーズの礎となりました。そして次に発表されたのが物語の一翼を担うグリフィスです。舞い散る白い羽と白銀の鎧、風になびく白い長い髪、劇中でも女性のように美しいと評される頭部の造形。第一弾ガッツとは対照的なコンセプトを意識し、荘厳な印象を放つアイテムです。ベルセルクといえば使徒とそれを束ねるゴッドハンドの存在は欠かせません。まずは不死者の異名を持ち、傭兵時代のガッツが出会った脅威の存在ゾッド。一振りで幾人もの兵士を投げ倒し、人間を超越した力を使い、数々の戦場で姿を見せる伝説の男。人工網を利用した毛皮の装備もよりリアルさをかきたてます。そしてそれ以上の迫力を持つゾッド、使徒形態。まさに若きガッツとグリフィスが相まみえた人知を超えた存在の姿。実はこのゾッド、当初のコンセプトでは翼が存在していました。最終的には暴れるゾッドを表現するためにカットされたのですが、もしこの巨大さに翼がついていたとすると、さらにすごいサイズとなっていたでしょうね。物語ではさらに驚異的な存在として畏怖される5人の天使が登場します。フェムとグリフィスが光の鷹から闇の翼に転生したゴッドハンド。食で生贄を捧げ手に入れた姿は人を超え、死とすらも超え、美しさすら兼ね備えた闇の天使といえるデザインです。スラム、塩ビという言葉がそのまま当てはまるような姿。蛇状の頭髪のような触手と生めかしい表情や身を包む羽。作中でも美しさにこだわりを持つ彼女の姿が見事に再現されています。リュービック、抽象的な表情と得意なデザイン。ディティールも細かく再現されています。コンラッド、肥大したような頭部、昆虫のような異形のディティールを持つ彼も劇中の姿に実在感を備えて立体化されました。ボイド、天使長とされるゴッドハンドの長、皮を剥かれたような顔とむき出しになった脳が強烈な印象を与えます。グリフィス、ゴッドハンドへの復讐を誓い旅立ったガッツには、あの世の住人や人を超越した使徒との戦いの日々が待っていました。しかし憎悪に身を焦がしながら戦い続ける彼にも、やがて身を寄せ合う仲間ができるようになります。キャスカ、黄金時代編。ガッツが戦う最大の理由にして守るべきもの、キャスカ。あの凄惨な食以前の姿です。鷹の段が最も輝いていた時代、その一翼を担うリリスさを再現しています。イシドロ、ガッツが旅の中で出会う少年、サラマンデルの探検や彼の得意技である投擲の石を組み合わせることで、よりイシドロらしい造形を楽しめます。シールケ、ガッツがさまざまな会議に身を置く中で重要な出会いとなった見習い魔女の少女。幼くも知性を感じさせる表情、魔女のトレードマークのような杖と帽子、そして衣装も劇中から抜け出したかのようです。ドクロの騎士、ガッツの導き手にもなる謎に包まれた騎士。プライムワンスタジオでは2バージョンのスタチューを制作しました。おぼろげに揺らめくろうそくが立ち並ぶベースに佇む姿は存在感に満ち、立体としての迫力をダイレクトに伝えます。ドクロの騎士、ヒバ。ドクロの騎士と馬の装具に施された細やかなディティール。勇ましく剣を構え、窮地で軽々と巨馬を狩るその姿。ベルセルクを象徴するような構成になっています。 物語が進むにつれてガッツの傷は増え、それでもなおこの世ならざる者と対峙することができる力が必要になります。そこでガッツは痛みから解放される代償に体が蝕まれる強戦士の甲冑をまとうことになります。ガッツ、強戦士の甲冑、あらゆる人外の脅威をものともしない神々しい姿はまさにダークヒーローそのもの。強戦士の内なる獣を具現化していると言っても過言ではないでしょう。甲冑に刻み込まれたディティールは造形的な魅力が詰まっています。ガッツ、強戦士の甲冑、解放、怒り。ガッツが憤怒に身を染めることで甲冑は形状を変えていきます。ガッツ、強戦士の甲冑、解放では初期段階を再現しました。徐々に怒りに染まる様を背中の兜による盛り上がりが表現しています。一方のガッツ強戦士の甲冑、怒りは増大した怒りで形を変えた兜をかぶった姿です。ドクロ型の兜、ガッツの怒りを映した赤い瞳を持つ獣型の兜、そして魔法使いシール家の幽体が寄り添う獣型の兜でさまざまな状態を再現できます。昨年9月、三浦先生の訃報を超え開催された大ベルセルク展、三浦健太郎画業32年の奇跡。先生が描いてきた緻密かつ壮麗な原画の数々が展示され、多くのファンが会場を訪れました。ここまでに紹介してきたプライムワンスタジオの造形物も展示され、偉大な作品の歴史を造形で体験してもらうという大役の一端を担っています。大ベルセルク展の大阪会場では新しいアートピースを発表しました。キャラクターだけにとどまらないベルセルクの世界、先生の概念的なイラストから生まれたアイテムを紹介します。豊富なラインナップを誇るプライムワンスタジオのベルセルクシリーズ。多くのアイテムが4分の1スケールでリリースされる本シリーズ。しかし造形をより楽しんでいただくため、さらに大きい3分の1スケールで作られたアイテムもあります。第1弾のミュージアムマスターラインガッツ黒い剣士では、壮麗な立ち姿を高精細なディティール表現で作り上げました。今回は2つのバージョンで登場する新作、ミュージアムマスターラインガッツ強戦士の甲冑をご紹介します。 いかがでしたか。全世界のファンを驚かせる迫力に満ちた造形はこれからもとどまることはありません。プライム1スタジオはきっと新しいアイテムを見せてくれることでしょう。
Alright, are we done with this yet? Let's get to some good stuff now. No more Berserk. I'm done with that. Alright, looks like we're finally done with Berserk. Let's get to some good stuff now. Let's show off Frieza, Last of Us.
2022 is a milestone year for Prime 1 Studio. This year, we celebrate our 10th year anniversary. And to herald this incredible achievement, Prime 1 Studio has a whole year of special events planned for you, our beloved fans, to express our appreciation for your support. To this end, our next installment of Next Level Showcase will skip the perfunctory 5th episode, and instead will be called Next Level Showcase X. And you'll want to be there in the fall of 2022.
Oh gosh, come on. What's going on? No way it's my internet. I freaking like 1.5 gig.
Will Showcase X.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully we're done with Batman and Berserk. Get on to some more good stuff. You know, I probably will visit Japan next year. I might do it if there's like a Tokyo Comic Con event again. Definitely go to the Prime 1 store. Might go to Singapore, go to the XM stores and shops. One more Batman. Goodness. Yeah, this event is pretty much 80% Batman related statues. They should just change the name of their company like someone commented. Prime 1 DC Studio. Or Batman Studio, goodness. You know, it's possible there's nothing additional. Considering what they're showing, it might be over. Uncharted, Nemesis, and Morgul Lord are my three. But the only two absolute must-haves is Morgul Lord and Uncharted. I don't know if I'll get Resident Evil 3 yet. depends on space. Just because I already got Leon and Claire coming. I think the show's over, possibly. I was really hoping to see Last of Us. God. If they don't show anything additional, I'll say overall it's kind of disappointing. Not enough, too much Batman. They gotta show at least a few more. But we're already at 3 hours, so it's over. Yep, it's over. Lame, no Last of Us. God, that's annoying. Yeah, that's it. That is it, folks. So, I guess it is time for me to go to bed. Goodness. Raiden, where are you at, buddy? He's waiting for me upstairs. So, yeah, like I said, those 3 statues, Nemesis, Jill, freaking Nathan Drake, Morgul Lord are my 3 favorite. So, definitely pre-ordering 2. It's really disappointing we haven't seen Frieza yet. It's been over 2 years. It's like, are they even making it at this point? And no Last of Us is also very disappointing. But I got to get to bed, folks. It is late. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.